Good morning, students. Last class we discussed about diesel cycle and we solved some problems. Diesel cycle, the main difference of diesel cycle with Otto cycle means heat addition. Heat addition will takes place in diesel cycle by constant pressure process. In Otto cycle, heat addition takes place by constant volume. Remaining all same, heat rejection also constant volume for Otto cycle, a constant volume for diesel cycle also. So only heat addition is different from Otto cycle to diesel cycle. Next, and one more difference: Otto cycle, air and fuel combinedly intake inside the cylinder. That's why compression ratio is major constraint. We are unable to increase more compression ratio because fuel get the self ignition temperature. But coming diesel cycle, there is no constraint. Only air and fuel is separately we are compressing. So we can there is no constraint on compression ratio. So maximum powers we will get for a single cycle. This is a major difference. Remaining different comparison, everything we will discuss in this today's class. One problem we left in last class. We will solve that problem, that model also. In this model, note down the problem. Yes, note down the problem. In an ideal diesel cycle, the pressure and temperatures are 1.03 bar. In ideal diesel cycle, the pressure and temperatures are 1.03 bar and 27 degrees centigrade respectively. So, initial pressure and temperature they given. Initial pressure is 1.03 bar and temperature is 27 degrees centigrade respectively. Next, the maximum pressure in the cycle is 47 bar. The maximum pressure in the cycle is 47 bar. The maximum pressure is 47 bar means here you can see in Otto cycle maximum pressure means P3. Here constant pressure heat addition. So maximum pressure P2 equal to P3. So at the end of compression itself you will get the maximum pressure. P2 equal to P3 equal to 47 bar and heat supplied during the cycle is, we are supplying heat during the cycle is 545 kilojoules per kg. Here heat supply 545 kilojoules per kg means in this process MCP T3 minus T2 equal to 545 kilojoules per kg. Here what we want to determine? First one, determine the compression ratio. So first we want to determine compression ratio. Second one, the temperature at the end of the compression. T3 value, T2 value at the end of the compression. The temperature at the end of the compression. Next, the temperature at the end of the constant pressure combustion means constant pressure combustion means heat addition T3 value and air standard efficiency. So here you want to determine temperature after compression, temperature after heat addition. Once you have to determine the compression ratio and cutoff ratio. Without compression ratio, cutoff ratio, we can't determine the efficiency of air standard cycle. First, we want to determine the compression ratio means V1 by V2 is required. Here P1 and P2 values they given, initial pressure and pressure after compression. So the relation between pressure and volume you have to use for determination of compression ratio. Once you determine the compression ratio, then you use the relations of temperature and volume, determine the temperature after compression. Then after you use the constant pressure process heat addition, you use the relations and determine the remaining temperature. So we will start one by one. First write down the given data. What is the given data? And draw the figure and note down the state points. Initial state first P1 equal to 1.03 bar into 1 into 100 kilonewtons per meter square. Then temperature 27 degrees centigrade initial, 27 plus 273, 300 degrees centigrade. P2 value 47 bar. P2 and P3 is same 47 bar, and heat supply 545 kilojoules per kg. Here they are not given gamma value, specific heat ratio 1.4, Cp value 1.01 kilojoules per kg Kelvin, that is also not provided. You have to assume yourself because it's a air standard cycle. C. CPCV you want to assume, and pressure 47 bar, P2 equal to P3. First you use the relation P1 V1 power gamma equal to P2 V2 power gamma. Then you determine the compression ratio. The first relation 1 to 2 process. Just pressure and volume adiabatic process relation P1 V1 power gamma equal to P2 V2 power gamma. Then determine the compression ratio R. Once that is completed, then temperature and volume relation T2 by T1 equal to V1 by V2 whole power gamma minus 1 means compression ratio already determined, that T2 value you can determine. Here they given heat supply Cp into delta T 545. Then you substitute that one, determine T2 value already calculated 893.7 Kelvin. Heat supply Cp into T3 minus T2 545. T3 value 1436.5 Kelvin. So simple. We want to determine T2 and T3 and compression ratio. Three values we determined. Next we want to determine the cutoff ratio. What is cutoff ratio? Volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition means V3 by V2. Constant pressure process means V3 by V2 equal to T3 by T2. T3, T2 already determined. From the heat supply we determined T3 value. From the adiabatic process ratio relation temperature and volume we determine T2 value. Then you substitute T3 by T2, you will get cutoff ratio 1.61. Then you substitute efficiency of diesel cycle 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC power gamma minus 1 by gamma into RC minus 1. Let's go to 1 minus 1 by. You substitute, how much value you got? So simplest method. What is given data? Here pressure ratio is given. We want to determine the volume ratio. What is the relation between pressure and volume in adiabatic process means P1 V1 equal to P1 V1 power gamma equal to P2 V2 power. Once you determine the compression ratio, next relation volume and temperature T2 by T1 equal to V1 by V2 whole power gamma mass. Third hint they given heat supply. Heat supply constant pressure process MCP T3 minus T2 value they given, then determine the T3. So cutoff ratio I want to determine for determination of efficiency. Cutoff ratio is volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition V3 by V2. In constant pressure process V3 by V2 equal to T3 by T2. Then you will get the final value. Then efficiency of diesel cycle equal to 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into RC minus 1. Then you will get the final efficiency of diesel cycle. I think it is clear. How much value you got? Anyone can respond? How much? Okay. So with this we are completing the problematic part of diesel cycle. Next one more cycle is there, dual cycle. In syllabus we have not mentioned. Dual cycle nothing but it is a combination in the heat supply. Only we are changing heat supply. Heat supply we are giving in constant volume and constant pressure in both process. In Otto cycle we given heat supply constant volume. We have some constraint is there, compression ratio constraint. Then we supplied heat in constant pressure process. There is no constraint on constant pressure in compression ratio. Then in dual cycle heat supply, you see heat supply constant volume and constant pressure. In both method we are giving the heat supply in dual cycle. The efficiency of dual cycle is 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 RC power gamma into RP. RP means explosion ratio. Pressure after heat addition by pressure before heat addition. Means pressure after heat addition by pressure before heat addition. Okay, constant volume we are adding pressure heat, then automatically pressure rise will take place. Pressure after heat addition by pressure before heat addition. Here RC power gamma into RP minus 1 divided by RP minus 1 plus gamma into RP minus 1 means here dual cycle efficiency is depend on compression ratio, cutoff ratio and explosion ratios. And in competition exams you will get, if cutoff ratio is 1, dual cycle will act as a auto cycle. If cutoff ratio is 1, means there is no V3 equal to V4, then only cutoff ratio 1, both are same. When it will same V3 equal to V4, then this cycle will act as a auto cycle. If explosion ratio is 1, means P3 equal to P2, P3 equal to P2, if explosion ratio is 1, it will act as a diesel cycle. So it is one of the important point. Dual cycle, if cutoff ratio is 1, it will act as a auto cycle. If explosion ratio is 1, it will act as a diesel cycle. In competition examination, you will get. What is major difference between auto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle? Means in auto cycle, heat will supply at constant volume process. In diesel cycle, we are supplying heat by constant pressure process. In dual cycle, we are supplying heat at constant volume process, constant volume process and constant pressure process. This is a major difference. Now we move to the comparison of auto cycle, diesel cycle and dual cycle. So I already mentioned, generally in the way comparison means the diesel cycle will give best efficiency, means mileage is good, like that we are thinking. But that is not right comparison. Diesel cycle compression ratio is 20, auto cycle compression ratio maximum 7, 8, 10, maximum 10. So if compression ratios are not same, how we can give conclusion diesel cycle is both compression ratios are not same, then how will you which cycle is best efficiency? That is not wrong. There is a wrong practice we are following. The right practice, at particular conditions, which cycle will give the best efficiency. That comparison important for the competition exams and end exam also. You will ask comparison at particular condition, they will ask, not vague. The first condition will deal condition by condition. In first condition, compression ratio of auto cycle, diesel and dual. Dual is intermediate. First comparison I will show, remaining automatic. So between auto cycle and diesel cycle is important. For the same compression ratio and heat addition. For the same compression ratio and heat addition. This condition, first condition. Same compression ratio and heat addition. You see, represent in TS diagram, it is good. Same compression ratio 1 to 2. So, for auto cycle 1 to 2, diesel cycle 1 to 2 and dual cycle is 1 to 2. Okay, it is clear. And this is the 1 to 2 for same compression ratio and heat addition. Heat addition, area under TS diagram, T into delta S will give the heat supply. So area of TS diagram of 3 cycles we want to maintain equal. Area of TS diagram of 3 cycles means 1, 2, 3, 4 constant volume process auto cycle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 auto cycle. Same area dual cycle also 1, 2, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash, and 1, 2, 3 dash and 4 dash is a diesel cycle. So second condition, the area of TS diagram for all processes is same. Why? Because heat supply is same, heat addition is same, compression ratio is same. Okay. Now, which cycle will give best efficiency? Efficiency of cycle, work output by heat addition. Work output means heat supply minus heat rejection. Work output is heat supply minus heat reduction. Heat addition, heat supply is fixed. Qs is fixed. What is Q rejection? You see, for the Otto cycle 1, 2, 3, 4. In Otto cycle, what is the heat rejection? Below the 1, 4 curve, this total is heat rejection. And dual cycle heat rejection 1, 4 dash curve, total heat rejection. And diesel cycle 1, 4 double dash is the dual cycle and 1, 4 dash is the diesel cycle. So heat rejection is high in diesel cycle, medium in dual cycle, low in Otto cycle. Simple. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Otto cycle. Heat supply is same. So area of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 dash, 3, 1, 2 double dash, 3 double dash, 4 double dash, and 1, 2, 3 dash, 4 dash areas are same. Then only our comparison is equal. Then heat supply is same, compression ratio is same, but heat rejection of Otto cycle is low. So work done means heat supply minus heat rejection. Heat rejection is low means automatically we are increasing more work done. That's why area of PV diagram you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Otto cycle area is more compared to dual cycle and diesel cycle. So efficiency of Otto cycle is high compared to dual cycle and diesel cycle. For same compression ratio and heat addition, Otto cycle having the highest efficiency compared to diesel cycle and dual cycle. Okay. So whenever you want to do comparison means, first of all you write down the figure TS diagram. This for the explanation, TS diagram is good for this explanation. Next, coming to the first comparison, heat addition compression ratio both are same means heat rejection is less in Otto cycle compared to dual cycle diesel. If heat rejection low means work output is high, so Otto cycle efficiency is high for same compression ratio and heat addition. Okay, come to next condition. Same compression ratio and heat rejection. The second comparison, same compression ratio and heat rejection. You see, compression ratio is same and heat rejection is same. 1 to 2 compression ratio is same and heat rejection both cycles end at both cycles heat rejection for Otto cycle and diesel cycle heat rejection is same 1, 4 only. But you can see the work output. If both heat rejection is same means work output for Otto cycle is high. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Otto cycle. 1, 2, 3 dash 4 is diesel cycle. Whereas after compression we are giving constant pressure heat addition. So work output is low. If work output is low for diesel cycle, work output is high for Otto cycle. Automatically, same compression ratio, heat rejection also, Otto cycle having the highest efficiency compared to dual cycle and diesel cycle. So, anywhere blindly we can give answer if same compression ratio, Otto cycle having the highest efficiency, heat rejection or heat supply. For the same compression ratio, heat supply is same or same compression ratio, heat rejection is same. In these two conditions, same compression ratio wherever you got in competition exam means Otto cycle efficiency is higher than dual cycle higher than diesel cycle. So Otto cycle is the highest efficiency than diesel cycle and dual cycle. Dual cycle always intermediate. Next, third condition, same peak pressure. Now it is coming to the same peak pressure and peak temperature, same peak pressure and peak temperature and heat rejection. You see, same peak pressure and peak temperature and heat rejection. You see, here representation PV diagram. Same peak pressure and peak temperature means diesel cycle after compression you will get the peak pressure, but Otto cycle after heat addition you will get the peak pressure. In a diagram itself you can see, and same heat rejection 1 to 4 for both cycles heat rejection is same, but you can see for Otto cycle, for diesel cycle constant pressure heat addition, diesel cycle having the highest heat supply. In this also PV diagram equals to area of PV diagram will give the maximum work output. Here area of diesel cycle is high for same peak pressure and peak temperature and heat rejection. Same peak pressure and peak temperature, after compression you are getting peak pressure, then you are expanding. Here the area of the diesel cycle 1, 2 dash 3 and 4. Here air work output is high. In TS diagrams you can see heat supply is high. Heat rejection is same. Heat supply is high. Automatically QS is high. Q rejection is same. Then automatically diesel cycle efficiency is high. In the area of diagram itself you can give the conclusions. So same peak pressure, peak temperature and heat rejection, diesel cycle is having highest efficiency. Peak pressure, peak temperature, diesel. Same compression ratio, Otto cycle. For same maximum pressure and heat input, in this condition also, some same maximum pressure and heat input. You can see same maximum pressure and heat input. Means heat input area of the two curves. We want to maintain this Otto cycle and diesel cycle. This is the diesel cycle 1, 2, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 and 1, 2, 4, 3, 4 is the Otto cycle. Heat input, the area of 1, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Both area we want to kept same. Why? Because same heat input. Both having the same peak pressure. Then which cycle is having highest? The heat rejection of diesel cycle is low compared to Otto cycle. Or work output you can see work output of Otto cycle is high compared to diesel cycle. For same maximum pressure and heat addition also, diesel cycle having the highest efficiency compared to Otto cycle. So now we can conclude same compression ratio Otto cycle having the highest efficiency. Blindly we can write same compression ratio. Then after heat addition or heat rejection is same, that is no problem. But same compression. But same peak pressure or peak temperature, diesel cycle having the highest efficiency. That's why in transport sector we are having highest pressures, not same compression ratio, same pressures. In highest pressures, diesel cycle is giving the best efficiency, pressure point, maximum pressure condition. Mileage is good, diesel cycle mileage is good. But same compression ratio you are maintaining diesel and petrol engine, then petrol engine will give the best efficiency. But here we are not maintaining same compression ratio. We are maintaining almost same peak pressure. Diesel cycle or petrol cycle, diesel cycle or Otto cycle, we are maintaining same peak pressures, and that's why diesel engine is giving highest efficiency than petrol engine. I think it is clear. In competition exam, a direct blind landmark like that you can fingerprint landmark you can write down. Otto cycle same compression ratio, don't no need to read the question. Same compression ratio, Otto cycle having the highest efficiency. Same peak pressure or peak temperature, diesel cycle is the highest efficiency. Okay, with this I think comparison we are completed. Now revision of the cycles we will did. Okay, now we will move to the revision of the cycle unit, because first part of first unit we completed. We discussed about A standard cycles assumptions, what are the assumptions of A standard cycles. Then after process, then after Carnot cycle we discussed, Otto cycle we discussed, and diesel cycle we discussed, and some problems on Otto cycle, diesel cycle we completed, and what is dual cycle we discussed, and comparison of Otto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle we completed. In the comparison I already mentioned the way comparison is not good. So based on compression ratio, same compression ratio means Otto cycle is good. Same peak pressure, peak temperature means diesel cycle is good. That's all. Remaining okay, no problem. In comparison, based on comparison, you will get questions in competition exam, because based on compression ratio, heat input, compression ratio, heat output, like that. It's any combination or maximum peak pressure, peak temperature, and heat rejection, same heat rejection. What is the which cycle is good? So first compression ratio word is came. Same compression ratio means Otto cycle is good. Same peak pressure or peak temperature is coming. Diesel cycle is good. Now I will revise the unit. Why? Because before ending the in the competition exam orientation, I will revise the unit. Then it is useful for you for GATE and other competition exams. So here four cycles we discussed, not cycles. Uh, Process: isobaric process, isochoric process, isothermal process, isoentropic process. Here what is important means slope of curve. Generally they will ask slope of curve. Isobaric process slope of curve is 0. Isochoric process slope of curve is infinite. Isothermal slope of curve is 1. And adiabatic process or isoentropic process slope of curve is 1 competition exam question. Second question, what is the specific heat ratio? Isobaric process Cp specific heat at constant pressure. Isochoric process Cv not Cv. And isothermal process specific heat ratio is infinite. Why? Because there is no temperature difference but heat transfer is taking place. And isoentropic process or reversible adiabatic process specific heat ratio is 0. Coming to the relations, V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2 in isochoric process. Not isobaric process. Isochoric process volume is constant, then P2 by P1 is equal to P1 by T1. P1 by T1 equal to P2 by T2. Coming to the adiabatic process, this relation very much important for solving the problems. Direct recalling is important. Pressure and volume in adiabatic process P1 V1 power gamma equal to P2 V2 power gamma. And second relation temperature and volume T2 by T1 equal to V1 by V2 whole power gamma minus 1. Third relation temperature and pressure T2 by T1 equal to P2 by P1 whole power 1 minus 1 by gamma. This is very much important. Next, work done. Work done in isothermal process and heat transfer isothermal process is same. So what is the conclusion? Heat transfer, whatever the heat we are supplying, total heat will convert as a work. There is no accumulation of energy. According to first law of thermodynamics, energy conservation, heat we are supplying, some work it will produce, remaining energy will accumulate. Accumulation of energy, change in energy will take place. But in isothermal process, whatever the heat we are supplying, total heat will convert as a work. This is one of the advantage of this process. Next, coming to the heat transfer. Heat transfer in isoentropic process is 0 because there is no heat transfer. Isoentropic process T into delta S. Delta S is 0. Automatically heat transfer 0 in isoentropic process are reversible adiabatic process. So this is the important points in competition exam orientation. Next, observation, assumptions of air standard cycle. This is also one of the important different assumptions, combination they may ask. Maybe here working medium is in air standard cycle, working medium is a perfect gas, first assumption. Second assumption is that there is no change in mass, so no intake, no exhaust, so constant mass is rotating inside the cycle. Next, all the processes are reversible. This is third assumption. The fourth one, heat is supplied by external source, by external reservoir, high temperature reservoir, and not by combustion process. This is one more assumption. And heat rejection also not by exhaust, heat rejection by given to the sink. Means this air standard cycle operated in between high temperature source and low temperature sink. And there is no heat loss. This is one more assumption. And the air standard cycle have constant specific heat ratio. There is no change in specific heat with respect to temperature. These are the assumptions we are considered for developing of air standard cycle. Upon these assumptions also you will get questions on air standard cycle. Here clearance volume, one ratio we discussed, clearance volume. What is the clearance volume means? After compression, the nominal volume between the piston and cylinder head, what is there? That is called clearance volume. Compression ratio, total volume to the clearance volume. What is total volume? Clearance volume plus swept volume. Swept volume is piston movement, TDC to BDC. What is the movement of volume is there? Pi by 4 d square into L. That is the swept volume. Clearance volume plus swept volume by clearance volume. You will get the compression ratio. Some other ratios. Volume before compression by volume after compression, compression ratio. One thing you have to remember, all ratios are greater than 1. When you are writing ratio, you got less than 1 means something you did wrong. One landmark identification of ratio. All ratios are greater than 1. Compression ratio, volume before compression by volume after compression. Same, VC plus VS by VC is clearance volume plus swept volume by clearance volume. Second one, expansion ratio. Volume after expansion by volume before expansion. This compression ratio and expansion ratio for Carnot cycle and Otto cycle is same. Why? Because heat supply, heat rejection in same process is moving. In Carnot cycle, isothermal process, and Otto cycle is constant volume. But compression ratio, expansion ratio is not equal in diesel cycle. Diesel cycle, heat addition in constant pressure process, heat rejection at constant volume process. So in diesel cycle, compression ratio and expansion ratio is not equal. Not only diesel cycle, dual cycle also. Because dual cycle also heat input constant volume, constant pressure, heat rejection at constant volume. So compression ratio for diesel cycle equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. What is cutoff ratio? Volume after heat by volume before. Cutoff ratio is major important driving phenomena for diesel cycle. If cutoff ratio we are increasing means we are reducing the power stroke. So cutoff ratio very much important. It's greater than 1 and less than 2. Generally we are maintaining. Greater than 1, less than 2 we are maintaining cutoff ratio. What is cutoff ratio? Volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. Next, explosion ratio. RP. Pressure after heat addition by pressure before heat addition. Pressure after heat addition by pressure before heat addition. These four ratio, upon these four ratios also you will get the questions and competition exam or some problems you will get. So first you have to know definition, then it is easy. Cutoff means volume after heatation, volume before heatation. Compression, volume before compression by volume after compression. Expansion, volume after expansion by volume before. Explosion, RP, pressure after heatation, pressure before heatation. Next, coming to the Otto cycle, I already mentioned. Heat addition is taken by constant volume process. Heat rejection also constant volume. Work run adiabatic process. Work done by the system, work supplied to the system. And efficiency, what is the efficiency of Otto cycle? 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1. What is it means? The Otto cycle efficiency depend on compression ratio and specific heat ratio. Specific heat ratio is constant. For monoatomic gas 1.67, diatomic gas 1.4 and exhaust gas 1.33. So specific ratio gamma. Next, coming to the compression ratio V1 by V2, it is a volume before compression by volume after compression. So it is dependent on compression ratio. If I am increasing compression ratio means automatically efficiency of Otto cycle is increasing. Here efficiency of Otto cycle is independent of heat supply and pressure. Efficiency of Otto cycle is independent of efficiency, independent of heat supply and pressure ratio. Coming to diesel cycle, here heat supply at constant pressure process, heat supply at constant pressure process, heat rejection at constant volume only. All transport vehicles, heat rejection is constant volume and work done by adiabatic process only. Only heat supply is changing. Otto cycle constant volume, diesel cycle constant pressure, dual cycle constant volume and constant pressure. And what is the efficiency? 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC power gamma by gamma into RC minus 1. Here cutoff ratio and compression ratio. Diesel cycle efficiency depend on cutoff ratio and compression ratio. If I am putting more cutoff ratio, then automatically we are reducing the power output. So compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. And one important problem I already mentioned in so many times it is asked in a gate. A diesel engine has compression ratio of 20 something, 20 or 30 or 40. Cutoff takes place at 5% of stroke or 10% of stroke, 3% of stroke, 8% of stroke, 1% of stroke, something. They will ask, find the A standard efficiency. Gamma is 1.4. Here, one formula, shortcut formula we are using. R minus 1, compression ratio minus 1 equal to 1 by N. N means percentage. What is the percentage of cutoff? 5% means 1 by 0.05 into expansion ratio minus 1. 1 by 5% means 0.05 into RE minus 1, expansion ratio minus 1, not expansion ratio, cutoff ratio minus 1. R minus 1 equal to 1 by N into RC minus 1, that is equal to RC, cutoff ratio equal to 1.95, sorry. Then you substitute cutoff ratio, you will get 1.95. Shortcut method. Once you determine cutoff ratio, you can determine the efficiency of the cycle. But cutoff ratio determination shortcut method, anywhere compression ratio they will give minus 1 equal to 1 by nth of the percentage, whatever the percentage given, n 0.05 into RC minus 1, then you will get the cutoff ratio. These are the some of the important points for gate point of view. Starting of the lecture itself, I explained dual cycle. So upon dual cycle also some of the questions we will expect in a gate. In dual cycle, what is the importance of dual cycle means? Heat supply, constant volume and constant pressure. In both methods we are supplying the heat, but heat rejection constant volume only. And cutoff ratio is 1. Dual cycle will work as a Otto cycle. If explosion ratio RP means the pressure after iteration by pressure before iteration is 1, it will act as a diesel cycle. So if cutoff ratio 1, it will act as a Otto cycle. If explosion ratio is 1, it is act as a diesel cycle. I think, and this comparison I already mentioned. For same compression ratio, Otto cycle is the best efficiency. Same peak pressure, peak temperature, diesel cycle is the best efficiency. Dual cycle always intermediate of Otto cycle and diesel cycle. Okay. I think with this I am concluding today's lecture. So competition exam oriented explanation I given. Then now you open old gate question papers and solve. If you got any hurdles to solving the problems, then come to me. Then I will explain in online lecture itself. One more online lecture I will prepare for gate according to your interest. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.